Hey everyone, my name is Kim. Today we're going to work our lower back and hips. So I want you guys to grab whatever you need, whether that's books, props of any kind, pillows, straps, towels, and a mat obviously. And we're going to find the back of the mat in a child's pose. So this time I want you to take your knees together. We're not going to be here for too long. You're going to reach the arms forward, pressing your forehead down. And just begin to deepen the breath. So with all the classes, I really focus on breath. I guide you and I guide your movements with breath. So what we're trying to do is integrate the breathing patterns with the movement. Try to inhale for a count of 3 or 4, and as you exhale for a count of 3 or 4, constrict the back of the throat. Good, inhale, shift forward, find a tabletop. You're going to lower the hips and begin to lift the chest. You can soften your elbows and lower your hips down a little bit more. Maybe widen the feet if the lower back is tight. And then exhale, child's pose. Inhale, round forward, lower the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, round forward, lower the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, child's pose. Now this time, inhale, round forward, lower the right hip down, look over the left shoulder. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, round forward, lower the left hip down, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, round forward. Begin to walk the knees up so they're underneath the hips. I want you guys to lift the heels of your palms. Float the thumbs, lower and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Spin your fingers to the sides, lower and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Spin your fingers back to face the knees and take cat-cow. Drop the belly, look up, shoulder blades work down the back. Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round and curl. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. You're gonna sit back on the heels, take your fists together like you're pump fisting yourself. Back to the hands on the ground and begin to straighten out the arms. I want you to try to focus on keeping the fingers wrapping in, making fists. And if you need more, you can rock side to side. You can rock forward and back. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Plant your hands and walk the hands forward for a puppy pose. Now, what I want you to focus on is walking the knees back as much as you need to get the chest and the chin down. So if you're here, all you have to do is walk the knees back to lower down. If this is still too much, walk the knees further back and breathe. Tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to push into your elbows and your forearms, lower your hips down, Sphinx pose. Untuck the toes, separate the feet if the lower back is sensitive. Send the chest through your shoulders. And drop your chin to your chest. Look over your right shoulder. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Chin to chest, look over the left shoulder. Good. Chin to chest, begin to straighten out your arms. Keep tucking the tailbone so the tailbone works towards your heels. And then begin to lower down. You're gonna separate the elbows, slide your hands back. Elbows draw now up to the ceiling or sky. You're gonna untuck the toes if they were tucked. Separate the feet, or you can work the feet together if you want more intensity. Draw the navel in and inhale, rise for baby cobra. So we're only coming up a few inches. Last 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Inhale, rise. Maybe walk the hands back a little bit more and come into a deeper back bend. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Last time, inhale, rise, coming into your full expression. That full expression can mean anything to you. Maybe you pick the first 2 variations. Maybe you work on straightening out your arms. Try to work the creases of the wrists and the creases of your elbows forward. And begin to lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Shake your hips from side to side, releasing the back here. Now take your hands down onto the ground, elbows back underneath your shoulders. Center your left hand. You're going to reach back with your right hand to your right foot. Okay, so your foot is going to come outside the right hip, square the shoulders towards the front of the mat, tuck the tailbone. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Other side, bend your left knee, reach back, grab onto your foot, fingers can face out to the side, or if you want to increase the intensity, fingers wrap up and over the toes, elbows up towards the ceiling. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin to release. Coming into your up dog or cobra variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sending the hips up and back. Pulling the rib cage in. And begin to come to the top of the mat. You can hop, you can step. Heel toe, tippy toe, whatever works for you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more time, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, reach up, palms together. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips. Try to keep the hips over your ankles. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your left foot back for right side lunge. You're gonna lower your left knee down and inhale, rise. Take a back bend, cactus the arms. And inhale, lift up. Plant your right hand on your right thigh. Grab onto your left foot if it's available, quad stretch. Good, slowly release. Take a back bend. And inhale, rise, right hand to right thigh. Lift up your back foot. One more time. Cactus the arms. Inhale, lift up. Quad stretch. Grab onto your back foot. Beautiful. Begin to shift your weight back. Half split. Straighten out your right leg. Deepen the breath here. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Try to create space in the vertebrae. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, lengthen, bend into your right knee, coming back into lunge. Plant the hands, step to plank, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Inhale, hopper step, feet to hands. Look forward, soft knees, exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, reach up, palms together. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips. Try to keep the hips over your ankles. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back for left side lunge. You're gonna lower the right knee down, Lift up your chest and take a back bend. Inhale, rise. Bend your right knee, quad stretch, tuck the tailbone. Lower your right toes down, cactus your arms, lift up and back. Inhale, lift up, quad stretch. Last one, back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, getting into your hip flexor and quad. And then begin to release, shift your hips back, finding your half split. Again, try to square the hips. Even if the hips don't physically look square, keep dragging the left heel back and the right knee forward. Inhale, rise. You're gonna bend into your left knee. Straighten out your right leg, hands plant. Step back, plank, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find a couple breaths here. Inhale, hopper step, feet to hands. Lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hopper step back, low push up, pause. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You're gonna step your right foot outside your right hand, drop your hips but lift your chest. Keep your left knee lifted. Now I want you to lift up your right arm, twist to the right. Try to twist from your mid and your upper back. And then lower your left knee down. Lower your right elbow towards the inside of your right ankle. Inhale, left knee lifts, twist to the right. Lower the left knee down, elbow inside ankle. Lift up the back knee, open up. Lower the left knee, lower the right elbow and pause. Hands down to the ground, you can find lizard. Maybe you want to come onto the forearms, maybe you want to stay on the hands. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. One more breath here. Beautiful. Begin to heel toe your right foot over to the left for pigeon. If you need to, slide the right heel back towards the left hip, square the hips. Right hip draws back, left hip forward, and begin to melt down. So you can stay on the hands, the forearms. Maybe you want to reach all the way forward and melt your chest down, resting your forehead on either the mat or maybe some prop that you're lifting up just a little bit to rest your head on. Good. Find the breathing. Two more breaths. Inhale, begin to rise. You're going to tuck your left toes, begin to lift up the right knee, step back to plank, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Find the breathing. And begin to shift forward. You're going to step your left foot outside your left hand. Keep your right knee lifted, lower the hips. Try to level off the hips here, lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. And begin to reach your left arm up. Lower down down the right knee and take your left elbow to the inside of your left ankle. Begin to lift up the right knee, twist, look up. Lower the right knee, exhale, elbow down. Lift up the right knee, twist. Lower the knee, lower the elbow. And now I want you to plant the left hand, look forward and pause, finding the breath here. Feel your body get deeper with every single exhale. And begin to heel toe your left foot over to the right for pigeon. Walking the hands forward as much or as little as you need. Good, inhale, begin to rise. You're gonna swing your right leg forward and then soles of the feet come together, Baddha Konasana. Take your thumbs to the soles of the feet, wrap your fingers around, send the chest forward as you hinge and fold, keeping the spine nice and long. Finding the breath. Inhale, rise. Extend your legs out like a V and begin to walk yourself down the midline. So again, you can go as far or as little as you need. Try to keep the kneecaps pointing up and the toes pointing up. Grounding the sits bones. Inhale, begin to rise. You're going to bring your legs together and take a forward fold, releasing the lower back. Releasing the hamstrings. Inhale, rise. You're going to come down one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. And begin to walk your feet up. So when we go into our bridge pose, I want you to keep your pelvis nice and square. I also want you to engage the glutes and engage your quads, okay? Try not to lift up the inner arch of your foot, and also really try not to lift up the inner arch of the foot and really try to ground the ball mound of your big toe. So where your big toe and your foot meet, okay? Plant the hands. Inhale, shoulder blades squeeze as you lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One vertebrae at a time, come down. Inhale, go straight up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One vertebrae at a time, come down. Inhale, lift. Last time for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin to release. Draw your knees into your chest to counter the pose. And then take your left leg, extend it forward, coming into half happy baby. Grab onto either your shin, ankle, or outer blade of your foot. Try to work your knee towards the floor. Left hand comes to your hip. You can either point your left toes or flex your left foot, but try to keep your leg nice and straight in line with your hip. Good. Begin to release. Send your hips over to the right and your knee to the left. Good, and begin to release. Center your hips, extend your right leg forward, draw your left knee in, coming into half happy baby. Same thing on this side. And begin to release, belly twist, guide your knee across the body. To the right, take your left arm behind you. And begin to release. Awesome job, guys. Extend your legs forward. You can either rest one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or you can take your hands outside your hips. Palms face up to relax the shoulders and receive energy. Palms down to feel a little more grounding today. Take an inhale for the count of 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Allow your breath to just be. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in the body, physically or mentally. Give yourself permission to release it fully. I want you guys to try to stay here for at least 5 minutes, 7 if you can. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. May all beings be at peace. Namaste.